Hello? My name is, uh, excuse that ASMR video. Uh, excuse that too. My name is God Emperor Vlad, or Master of War as some people know me by. A lot of people seem to actually like my build, and so I'm here to give you guys a quick guide on, what you should be doing with it, and realistically how you should be playing it. Because, I may have mentioned it in a video or two, but will hopefully be a bit more comprehensive. So, the thing about Tank Diana is that it will deal a shockingly high amount of damage. If you go over any of my, Actually, I should just be able to, I'll just pull it up. Oh, I don't have... Okay, I'll do it at the end of the video, but yeah, you'll notice how I always have exceedingly high damage. That's because your abilities have such high base damage that you can skip all that. But let's go over boots, and then we'll go over every other stuff. So, basic stuff. Tabbies if they got a lot of auto attackers, mercs if they got CC. You'll mostly end up going tabbies. As for your first item, as for what you should be first backing for, no matter what, even if you can afford all these other items, always back for a tier. Always. It is essential that you get this stacked as quickly as possible so you can get your power spike. Like this item is huge. It is a necessity. Now, the reason you have to go Frostfire is because Diana can't actually proc Flumbawinter without this item. It's the only reason this build works, actually. And the removal of this item would completely invalidate the build, so as you know, don't do it. So your build should look something like this. Shit. How do I stack tier? Okay. Wait, why isn't it working? Oh. Does it only... Okay, this is a bit embarrassing. Stacked here. Okay. So, as you can see right now, I have good health, decent resistances. One other huge benefit to Frostfire is the fact it gives health, which you'll notice after, like, your last, like, item won't be health, and so Frostfire will be there to make up for that. I'm gonna show you one benefit. Okay, see this puppet? Okay, see? I have a shield. And the shield is for how much? Gain bonus. Shield. It's a 278 strength shield. And that's actually okay. But see, my W was 191, so look at this. And then you stack, and you stack again, meaning overall it's like a 600 strength shield stack, something like that. And that's fucking massive. Into a lot of melee champions, though, this is quick ability. Probably should have done this at the start, but yeah. A quick little guide is maxing W is actually fine. Into like Riven and champions like her, who will be like jumping on you 24/7. But generally speaking, you're gonna be maxing Q. Your next few items are... Oh, shit, do not buy that. Sorry. You'll make a choice between Visage or Frozen Heart. Now, the benefit to Frozen Heart is a decent increase to shield power. Oh, I forgot about the sub passive that increases if there's more than one enemy. As you can see, my mana, the shield went up a fair bit, and then it synergizes. It gives you solid attack speed reduction, reduces their damage, and just armor and ability haste are always appreciated. Now, your next option is this, Visage. For very obvious reasons, the healing is actually huge because you don't actually have much sustain. If the enemy is able to punch through your shields, you don't actually have a way to recover your health. But you see, this is where Grasp of the Undying comes in. And as you can see, it's healing me a fair bit of health each proc. Yeah, it's healing me like 80 health or something like that. So that's why you run Grasp, actually, by the way. Not only just because the Resolve Tree in general synergizes, but the massive increase in health, the massive increase in, well, not massive, actually. I could use some more MR, personally, in my opinion. But yeah, as you can see, this is why you do that. So basically, your core two choices are this or this. Your next item will generally be what you did not go here. So you'll get a Frozen Heart. You'll end up with this item. And now comes to your final item. So this is actually a bit of a tough call. What I would recommend, unless you really need the Thornmail, is actually to go Stoneplate to really help bolster your resistances. As you can see, it's a massive increase in shield. Also, obviously, your pot should either be this or this. This, if you really just need that bit more damage, and Iron for general purposes. And you will be unkillable. Well, not unkillable, but you'll be incredibly hard. So yeah, this is basically my guide on full build. If you have any questions that I may have missed, because this is my first time doing this, I am not really that good at this, but yeah, look at that. Huge shield, good health. You could also, if you have a Yuumi, like I normally do, because my duo plays the champion, you could do something like this is another option. If you don't need boots, if they're predominantly comprised of, like, say, like Darius, Aurelia, like these melee champions that are just gonna go fucking ham with you, you don't really need boots. Just fight them to the death. Yeah, but I'm gonna quickly pull up some matches so you can see some of the stats, because yes, I do show them in the videos, but sometimes, but I feel like it's good to go over, get an overarching view. We'll try to look for one where I wasn't, fuck, I have to pull up more. I played other champions, but either way, so in this game, I'm pretty strong, but as you could see, my whole team's also strong. Like, we're all strong and that shit, and yet I almost caught up to the Tryndamere as full tank Diana in terms of damage. Again, pretty good stats. Mitigated a shit ton of damage. Like, yeah, pretty good stuff. But see, that game was a bit of a blowout. Like, we fucked around a bit. Again, this is another game in one of my videos. As you can see, I tanked a monstrous amount of damage. Like here. This guy mitigated so much damage. And my damage that game was the most in the game. Not by much, but... Oh, second most in the game. It was not by much, but, you know. I added damage to Graves and to Senna, so... I think that's a pretty good thing. Another game is this one. This is actually a game where I actually was losing early game versus Riven. But grouping up with team fights is a very huge boon of this build. Because compare this to AP Diana, I get hit by a single skill shot, I fucking die. This, I can go in, I can tank, I can be a wall for my team and still deal good damage. Mitigation. Look at this. All of this. The damage graph. Again, you'll see, how is Tank Diana doing this? Well, as you can see, Grasp, this is a nice factor, total damage with that, but it also all comes down to your R. As you know, Diana R is massive in its team fighting potential, and proper usage of it, especially on tank, where you drag them all in and you just wail on them for a while, hopefully your team following you up, you will just be unstoppable. That game I had a Soraka healing me along with everything else. But yeah, if you guys have any more questions about my build, if you want matchup specifics that I myself am actually learning, I'm learning the limitations of this build myself versus a lot of champions, as this is a build I recently made up with some influence from another player who I would actually name, but it's been so long. I can't actually remember their name. I don't remember what match we were in. But yeah, this will be the end of this video. Any questions, just come leave a comment on Reddit or preferably YouTube, actually. And like and subscribe.